you can melt gold, you can melt metals, you can melt rock, and that's all a 3D printer is. It's a moving head that melts your feed material. There are already metal 3D printers in action on Earth. There's a company called Relativity Space that's actually printing an entire rocket from metal.
Whoa.
Oh, it's super cool. Yeah, you can see some of their time lapses of the rockets printing, and they have some really, really, really cool plans for the future. I don't think they have yet launched. Did their
Probably
Terran 1
not.
rocket actually launch?
It'll probably be in the news. We probably would have known about that, right?
Yeah, they're building a smallish rocket called Terran 1, and I think it was taken out to the launch pad and they did like a static fire on it, but it's a working rocket. Like they didn't have a failure anyway. I know that much. But yeah, I think they're going to launch soon. Anyway, they're also looking at building a bigger rocket further down the road, and that's really cool. It's all going to be all 3D printed. SpaceX 3D prints parts of their rocket engines. Rocket Lab 3D prints their engines. All of this is done in metal, and the way that the 3D printer actually prints that metal is quite cool. They have two laser beams that cross at a point in 3D space, and at that point the temperature of the crossed laser beams is high enough to melt metal, and they blow in a dust of metal from two sides, and it just crosses into, and any that happens to cross into that laser beam gets melted and and deposited then on the growing item.
And the rest, it just gets circulated back.
Exactly, yeah, it gets sucked back out and blown around again, and so it's really cool to see it happening, because it's almost like it's just a haze and the thing is appearing from nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah, awesome. But that requires a closed system, right? You couldn't do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are the powder plastic printing that I was referring to earlier, where you can like order I keep forgetting the name of the company that's most famous for doing that, but like you can take photographs of people, and if you take them from a couple of different angles, you can send it off, and they'll like interpolate the 3D model and send you a model of that person, a statue of that person, complete with the color printing on it.
It's like a cool
they
gift.
do that. Yeah, it is. I wish I could remember the name of the company, but anyway, they do that in a similar way, but with plastic dust, and it's I think it's like I think it is a laser. Yeah, it is a laser, because they vary then the strength of the laser or something to get the colors in the material.
Yeah.
But in any case, this is one of the other methods for 3D printing, and this one applies very well for metal. And it might be, I don't know, would they be? Yeah, it probably would be the more practical way to do 3D printing in space with pulverized asteroid. So you can take stone, or pulverize, for that matter, you could lift the lunar regolith off the surface, which is very powdery already, and just blow that through your laser focus area and build something out of lunar regolith.
Nice.
There's already plans. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, finish. I just wanted to say that it sounds amazing.
There's already plans for building habitats on the moon using lunar regolith that you just suck up and run down some kind of tube. And there was a really weird article recently about, because one of the issues with that is like, where do we get the lubrication to run this stuff down the tube? And a bunch of researchers looked into like astronauts donating blood and using the blood as the binding agent in the regolith. It's like, where did you get this idea, and why is that the best solution? So yeah.
All right, let's think about that for a second. You actually constantly create new blood cells, right? So
yeah, but not by magic. You need to feed yourself.
well, you do that anyway, right?
Indeed.
If somebody takes but then again, I presume to build anything of structure, size, or mass, you would need a massive amount of, like some lubricating mass to kind of make it work. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.